Hello, Namaskar, good evening. Can you people see me? Can you hear me? Please write in the chat box if you can see me, if you can hear my voice clearly. Very good afternoon, everyone. Chat box में लिख दीजिएगा. Yes, yes. Okay, great. So I have received messages from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IDs, 6 different IDs. ठीक है. Okay, Vaishali, I'll wait for 2 minutes, no problem. So आप बता दीजिए, you want me to speak in Hindi or English or both? Mix. Okay, some saying English, some saying mix. ठीक है. We will use both languages, Hindi और English. दोनों भाषा में बात करेंगे हम. So all students are from class 12th. You all are from 12th, class 12 students. Okay. ठीक है. Yes, 12. This topic you have studied already or not? ये आपने पहले पढ़ा है या नहीं पढ़ा, या फर्स्ट टाइम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं? Studied. One student is saying studied. Sonal says yes, studied. Good. No problem. Even if you have studied, अगर आपने पहले पढ़ा भी है, still you will be knowing many new things about this topic, I'm sure. So if you have any doubt, any question, any curiosity, प्लीज फील फ्री टू डिस्कस विद मी. कोई भी डाउट है, क्वेश्चन है, चैट बॉक्स में यू कैन सेंड डाउट, क्वेश्चन भेजते रहिएगा साथ साथ. ठीक है. सो कैन वी स्टार्ट? सेंड मी अ थम्स अप साइन इफ वी कैन स्टार्ट. बता दीजिए, शुरू करें हम? गुड. ठीक है, चलो शुरू करते हैं. Now, let's start. Female reproductive system. This is the animation for female reproductive system. You can see this is uterus. One fallopian tube, another fallopian tube, दो fallopian tubes which are also called oviducts. One ovary, another ovary. Ovary is attached to uterus also. Ovary uterus के साथ attached है by ligaments. Egg is released from the ovary. This egg enters into fallopian tube and sperms are supposed to fertilize it. Fertilization happens in fallopian tube. So the basic structure, female reproductive system consists of the primary sex organs, which are ovaries, and secondary sex organs. Primary sex organs क्या है? Ovaries. And secondary sex organ, uterus, fallopian tube, vagina, female external genitalia. हम समझेंगे that why they are called primary and why they are called secondary. In body, you can see the location of the reproductive system. These are the mammary glands. Female reproductive system. This is uterus. This long tube is vagina. Vagina is nearly 10 centimeter long. Vagina का लंबाई लगभग 10 सेंटीमीटर है. Vagina receives the male penis during copulation, and vagina के through ही menstrual blood flows out. Vagina के through ही the baby is delivered. This is a very simplified diagram. Very simple diagram of the female reproductive system. The upper dome-shaped area of the uterus is what is called as fundus. This part is the fundus of the uterus. This is the main body of the uterus. This is one ovary. This is another ovary. आप जानते हैं ovary releases egg cell. That egg is secondary oocyte. उसका meiosis is not completed अभी. The egg which is released from ovary is secondary oocyte. I will discuss. उसका meiosis metaphase 2 पे arrested होता है. This long tube is what is vagina. And these are the external genital organs. Labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, We will discuss all these, right? This part is the ample of the fallopian tube. This is one fallopian tube. This is another fallopian tube. Fallopian tube को uterine tube भी कहते हैं, oviduct भी कहते हैं. These finger-like processes, these are fimbriae. Fimbriae का काम है to capture the released oocytes. Remember one thing. हर बार oocyte capture हो, it is not necessary. Every time Fimbriae may not be able to capture the oocyte. कई बार ऐसा होता है, many a times it happens that the released oocyte, it is lost in the body cavity. Phagocytes खा जाते हैं उसे, phagocytes eat it. It is not captured. So every time it should be able to capture, ये necessary नहीं है. Okay? And even sperm, when they are moving, sperm can even come out of the fallopian tube. Sperm can fertilize the egg in the ovary itself. ओवरी से अभी ओव्यूलेट नहीं हुआ, स्पर्म से वहीं आके फर्टिलाइज कर सकते हैं. ओवेरियन प्रेगनेंसी, which is dangerous. Sometimes it happens, this egg is fertilized in body cavity. Sperm निकल आएंगे यहां से और एग को बॉडी कैविटी में ही फर्टिलाइज कर देंगे. एब्डोमिनल प्रेगनेंसी. तो it is not mandatory that it has to get fertilized in fallopian tube. These all are abnormal cases. Ectopic pregnancy कहते हैं इसे. When the pregnancy is not in the uterus, we call it ectopic pregnancy. ऐसी pregnancy जो यूट्रस में नहीं है, तो फिर कहाँ है? A pregnancy which is not in uterus is ectopic pregnancy. Where is it? It can be in the ovary, it can be in the body cavity, abdominal pregnancy, right? Someone is saying, please use English. I'm using English as well as Hindi. Please do not say this thing, use English only. There are many students who can understand Hindi. Every sentence I am saying in English as well as Hindi. So please don't expect me कि I don't have to speak even a single sentence of Hindi. There are many students who will not understand English. So if you are understanding English, I'm using English. I have defined ectopic pregnancy, a pregnancy which is not in uterus. Still you are saying use English. So please, throughout the session, no one will say this thing, use English, use Hindi, use English, use Hindi. This is really irritating. I have already been informed about this thing, so I'm using English also. And I think it is English only, whatever I'm saying. It is not French, it is not Latin. Is it clear? Exclusive English, how is it possible? Some of the students are saying that you should speak in Hindi. Do let me know. Can everyone understand English? Shall I use exclusive English? Please let me know. First, you let me know in the chat box. I want all the people to answer this question, then only I will proceed. Shall I speak exclusively in English? Please let me know. अब देखिए, no, the person says no, another person says no, तो फिर आप खुद ही समझ लीजिए ना. तो this becomes really irritating. हर 2 मिनट बाद use English, use Hindi, use English, use Hindi. I'm using both the languages. दोनों बातें बोल रहा हूं मैं, हिंदी में भी और अंग्रेजी में भी. Okay, let's come back. Female reproductive system includes what? And moreover, everything is written here in English only. Female reproductive system consists of what? A pair of ovaries, ovaries primary sex organ, a pair of oviduct, oviduct other name for fallopian tube, uterus, uterus is one only, एक है uterus, cervix. Now what is this cervix? Uterus का if we draw diagram, fallopian tubes, uterus, this lower neck-like region, this is cervix. यूट्रस का नीचे वाला जो हिस्सा है, जो गर्दन बन रही है, neck like region, that is cervix. तो simply I can say that cervix is lower narrow neck-like region, lower narrow neck-like region of uterus, and then this long tube is vagina. These finger-like processes, ये फिंगर जैसे प्रोसेसेस जो हैं, these are fimbriae of the fallopian tube. The basic structure you know. Vagina I discussed. Then external genital organs में labia majora, labia minora, clitoris. बाद में discuss करेंगे. That we'll discuss later on. So I'm moving forward. Now, this statement is from NCERT book. NCERT की किताब क्या कहती है? Book का मतलब होता है किताब, किताब का मतलब होता है book. These parts of the system, which parts? These parts which we discussed, ovaries, oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina, ये सारे जो हैं, along with a pair of mammary glands which are present in the female, mammary glands जो milk produce करते हैं to nourish the baby. So all these along with mammary glands, they are integrated structurally and functionally. Their structure is related, structure of ovary related with uterus, related with fallopian tube, and function भी related है आपस में through different hormones. So they are integrated structurally and functionally for what? क्या है integration किस बात के लिए? To support process of fertilization, pregnancy and child care. So these statements are directly from NCERT book. Right? Female plays major role in reproduction. Male का role is very limited in reproduction. क्या है male का role? What is the role of male? To produce the gamete, male gamete sperm, and simply male gametes are delivered to female body. Then the duty of male is over. But female is investing so much in terms of energy. Female is the site for fertilization. Fertilization happens in female body. Female के body में ही baby development happens. In the body of the female, the baby develops. She gives birth to baby. When the baby is born, she feeds the baby on her own milk. So please understand, female is playing more important major role in reproduction. The role of male is very limited, just to pass on his gametes to the female partner. Clear है इतना बात? So female body, fertilization happens, pregnancy happens, she takes care of the baby. How she takes care of the baby? Milk production. Her mammary glands produce milk and she is going to feed the baby. So one thing we have understand, role. Reproduction में role किसका ज़्यादा है? Female. This symbol is for female. Female plays major role in reproduction. Male is just producing the gamete, that is sperm, and giving to the female. Then his duty is over. Okay? Let's move forward. जब आप फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम की बात करते हैं, अब इसका इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन, व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम, इट इंक्लूड्स, क्या दो चीजें इंक्लूडेड हैं उसमें? प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स, सेकेंडरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स. फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में दो चीजें हैं, टू थिंग्स, प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन, सेकेंडरी सेक्स ऑर्गन. व्हाट आर द प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द फीमेल? द प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स आर ovaries. Ovaries are primary sex organs. The question is, why they are called primary? And why the other organs are called secondary? Primary इसलिए कहते हैं, reason for saying them primary is because these ovaries are directly involved in gamete production. Gametes are the sex cells. So ovaries directly involved in gamete production. Ovaries gamete बनाते हैं. Female gamete is egg cell. So they are primary. Other structures, uterus, fallopian tube, vagina, they all are secondary. Why they are called secondary? They are not producing the gametes. वो gamete बना नहीं रहे हैं. What they are doing? Transportation of gametes, maturation of gametes, storage of gametes, or they assist in reproduction in some way. So secondary sex organs do not form gametes. Primary sex organs, ovaries gamete बनाते हैं. Is this point clear? This is another good diagram which is showing you the blood vessels also. जो blood vessels uterus को, fallopian tubes को blood supply दे रही हैं. There are arteries, there are veins, and then you can see the cut section of the uterus. काट के दिखाया गया एक हिस्सा. Upper dome shaped region is fundus. This is uterine tube. This is ovary, one ovary. This is another ovary, cut section. This tube-like structure is vagina. And here you can see this structure, cervix. Okay? Draw नहीं करना है. You need not to draw this diagram. In the body, it actually looks like this. Uterus and vagina, there is an angle between the two. ऐसा नहीं है कि uterus के नीचे ही सीधा vagina है. There's an angle between uterus and vagina. You can see that. Uterus and then vagina. This is how they are located in the body. ऐसा diagram NCERT में भी है. It is a cut section, sectional view. You can see uterus. Draw नहीं करना है. You need not to draw it. This is uterus in a sectional view. This entire thing is uterus. Wall of uterus is very thick. Uterus की wall जो है बहुत मजबूत, बहुत मोटी होती है. It is very thick. Can anyone tell me the muscular wall of the uterus? What is the name? What is the name given to the muscular wall of the uterus? Chat box में if you can tell me. इंग्लिश और हिंदी दोनों में पूछ रहा हूं. यूट्रस की मिडल वाली वॉल का नाम क्या है? फॉर इंग्लिश अंडरस्टैंडिंग पीपल, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द मिडल मस्कुलर लेयर ऑफ यूट्रस? You said you have already studied this chapter, so please tell me. Very good. I have got the answer. Myometrium. Great. I am happy. Thank you. So this is myometrium, this middle layer. It has perimetrium also. It has endometrium also. We will discuss that. So remember, myometrium is the thick layer of the uterus. It has smooth muscles. Okay. So you can see vagina also, right? Then this is the vertebral column. Cut section काटा है तो पीछे रीढ़ की हड्डी है, ये vertebral column है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, as I told you, ovaries are primary female sex organs which are producing the female gamete, egg cell, ova, ovum, right? And they are also producing hormones. They are producing several steroid hormones. Hormone produced by ovary is called ovarian hormone. तो ओवरी सिर्फ गैमेट नहीं बना रहे, वो हार्मोन भी बना रहे. Like testes. Testes produce sperms as well as the male sex hormones. So here it is female sex hormones, steroid hormones. And example of a steroid hormone is estrogen. Ovary also produce pregnancy maintaining progesterone. दोनों हॉर्मोन्स ओवरी बना रहे हैं, ईस्ट्रोजन, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन. ईस्ट्रोजन इज नॉट वन हार्मोन, एक हार्मोन नहीं है ईस्ट्रोजन, कैटेगरी का नाम है. ईस्ट्रोजन इज अ कैटेगरी. इट इंक्लूड्स ईस्ट्रोन, estriol, estradiol. You need not to remember it. Simply remember estrogen hormone, progesterone hormone. Progesterone is very important in maintaining pregnancy. प्रोजेस्टेरॉन को मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट प्रेगनेंसी मेंटेनिंग हार्मोन कहते हैं. इट मेंटेन्स प्रेगनेंसी. प्रोजेस्टेरॉन का लेवल डाउन जाएगा, यूट्रस विल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, मिसकैरेज हो जाएगा. सो ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी लेवल ऑफ प्रोजेस्टेरॉन शुड बी हाई. नॉन प्रेग्नेंट स्टेट में भी प्रोजेस्टेरॉन बनता है. So ovaries are producing steroid hormones. Ovary also produce proteinaceous hormones, protein hormones also. Can you give me an example of a protein hormone by ovary? Proteinaceous hormone बताएगा कोई? English में Can you name a proteinaceous hormone produced by ovary? हिंदी में क्या आप मुझे किसी proteinaceous hormone का नाम बता सकते हैं जो ovary से रिलीज होता है? दो भाषाओं में मैंने ट्रांसलेट कर दिया. Ovaries produce proteinaceous hormones also. Can anyone give the name? FSH is wrong. FSH follicle stimulating hormone ovary नहीं बनाती. That is produced by pituitary gland. One person has given the correct answer. Relaxin. बिल्कुल सही. The proteinaceous hormone produced is relaxin. Inhibin also. Ovaries they produce another protein hormone, inhibin. Okay? So we need to understand ovaries are primary sex organs producing the female gamete, and they produce the steroid hormones as well as proteinaceous hormones. So I can say that ovaries are kind of mixed tissue. दोनों काम कर रहे हैं. Gamete production. So ovaries are mixed tissue. They are producing the gametes and they are producing hormones also. Moving to next slide. Now, it is written here, ovaries are performing two functions. Ovaries are performing two functions. One is gametogenic function, other is endocrine function. Gametogenic, production of gamete. Endocrine, hormone production. तो mixed tissues है. Gametogenic function is ova production. Endocrine function is hormone production. Sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, relaxin, inhibin, both the functions are performed by ovaries. And this is same to testes. Male has testes. Testes also have gametogenic function, endocrine function. दोनों काम testes भी करते हैं. Clear है? This is again a small video of the uterus and the vagina. Now, a surgical procedure. You can see these are the real human ovaries. Right? Laparoscopy se, they are showing ovaries, the ligaments, fallopian tubes. Can you see this? Chat box में बताइए. You can see this ना? Clear है आपको? Yes. I've got a message from Akshita says clear है. Shri, clear. Good, very good. Ovaries का dimensions. Ovaries are about 2 to 4 centimeters in length. They are almond shaped, बादाम के shape के होते हैं. Ovaries are almond होता है बादाम. Almond shaped intra abdominal structures. Intra-abdominal means they are inside the body cavity. Why we have written intra-abdominal specially? Because if you compare with the testes of the male, testes are extra-abdominal. Testes body से बाहर एक pouch like structure scrotum में present है. Testes are extra-abdominal. So that's why specially I have written ovaries are intra-abdominal. I can write here. Testes are extra-abdominal, located in a pouch called scrotum, male. So, comparison. Testes, extra-abdominal, ovaries, intra-abdominal. You remember why testes are outside the body? Because sperm production के लिए lower temperature चाहिए. Sperm का production, maturation, sperm का storage, all these things require 2.5 to nearly 3 degrees lower temperature. But ovaries के लिए temperature is not a problem. So ovaries are in the main body cavity, right? Ovaries are connected to pelvic wall, the wall of the body, and they are connected to uterus also by ligaments. There are many ligaments which are supporting the ovaries. Ovaries body में ऐसे हवा में तो लटके हुए नहीं होंगे. पीछे वाले डायग्राम में हमने देखे थे ligaments. I'll show you. You can see here, there are so many ligaments. This is a broad ligament. This structure is broad ligament. Then you can see this is another supporting structure. This one, it is called ovarian ligament. Ovarian ligament ovary को uterus के साथ जोड़ रही है. Then in addition to this, there are other ligaments also. Those are not shown in the picture. One is shown here, suspensory ligament. Ligament word, if you remember, ligaments connect two bones. दो हड्डियों को जोड़ते हैं ligament, but जरूरी नहीं होता. It's not necessary always ligament have to connect two bones only. We find organs also connected with ligaments. तो यही बात लिखा है यहाँ पे. Ovaries, they are connected to body wall, pelvic wall, as well as uterus by ligaments. आपको ligament का नाम याद नहीं करना है. You need not to remember the name of the ligament. Each ovary is covered by a very thin epithelium. The lining of the ovary is called epithelium. It is called germinal epithelium, cuboidal epithelium hai, and that is covering the ovarian stroma. I will draw one diagram and explain this point. Now, let's see. This point is hilum. Hilum is this point from where blood vessels and nerves and lymph vessels are entering into ovary. Hilum से blood vessels आ रही हैं अंदर. Nerves हैं. Lymph vessels हैं. So this is hilum. Outer region is called ovarian cortex, peripheral cortex, and the deep inner region is called medulla. So I label this outer region is called ovarian cortex. Peripheral hai, it is peripheral region. The deep inner region is called ovarian medulla. Cortex and medulla terms we use in many organs. Kidney में आपने पढ़ा है renal cortex. Kidney has renal cortex, renal medulla. Adrenal gland has adrenal cortex, adrenal medulla. Your brain also has cerebral cortex, cerebral medulla. So cortex and medulla are general terms we use at many places in the body. So outer region of ovary is ovarian cortex. and as I said, it is lined by this epithelium, cube shaped cells, which are called germinal epithelium. Actually it is surface epithelium, right? So I'm labeling this as germinal epithelium. So this is germinal epithelium. ठीक है, इसके नीचे का this entire area is called the stroma. So that stroma has cortex and medulla. Cortex में there are small groups of cells called follicles. ओवरी में follicles होते हैं. These follicles are in different stages of development. ओवरी के कॉर्टेक्स में फॉलिकल्स है, मेडुला में फॉलिकल्स नहीं होते. मेडुला हैज blood vessels, nerves, lymph vessels. So these vessels will enter into the medulla. Let's show them. This blood vessel is entering into the medulla. Right? Follicles only in the cortex. So shall we write here? Follicle. I will explain what is the meaning of the follicle. Is it clear till now? Chat box में बताइए, इतना clear है? Cortex क्या है, medulla क्या है, hilum क्या है? Very good. Akshita says clear. Good. कोई doubt, कोई question if you have in your mind, please feel free to ask me. Anything you want to ask. चल आगे बढ़े. Good. Follicle has different stages of development. Small follicles are called primordial follicles. जो थोड़े से बड़े हैं slightly larger, primary. जो उससे बड़े हैं larger than that, secondary. Larger than that, tertiary. And there is a very big follicle called Graafian follicle, which undergoes ovulation. Graafian follicle ruptures. So in every monthly cycle, menstrual cycle, many follicles they start developing in ovary. जब menstrual cycle हो रहा है, cycle के पहले दिन पे, पहला दिन कौन सा है cycle का, which is the first day of the menstrual cycle, first day of menstrual bleeding. उस दिन ovary में बहुत सारे follicles, many follicles in ovary they start developing, but only one will be able to ovulate. Graafian follicle one बनेगा, only one Graafian follicle that will ovulate. That we'll discuss अभी later on. So this is a sectional view of the ovary, a simplified structure. Now, it is written, ovarian cortex is a region just deep to the tunica albuginea. Now, what is this tunica albuginea? That layer, let's come here. This was the germinal epithelium. Just below the germinal epithelium, there's another layer. I'm using yellow color for that. Below the germinal epithelium, we find there is a layer, this yellow colored layer, I'm labeling here, tunica albuginea. ठीक है, येलो वाला लेयर जो है ट्यूनिका एल्बुजिनिया है. तो वही बात लिखा है, ovarian cortex is a region just deep to tunica albuginea. It has ovarian follicles surrounded by dense irregular connective tissue. The follicles are surrounded by connective tissue, and that connective tissue has collagen fibers, fibroblast, and lot many things. Now, the question is, what is a follicle actually? What is a follicle with reference to ovary? क्या है follicle? So in simple language, समझिए, follicle is an oocyte surrounded by one oocyte surrounded by special type of cells are here, granulosa cells. Follicle is an oocyte surrounded by granulosa cells. So let me draw one oocyte. This is the nucleus of the oocyte. इस oocyte के चारों तरफ granulosa cells हैं. Let's use another color for that. So with the yellow color, I am showing granulosa cells. Granulosa cells are surrounding what? They are surrounding this structure that is oocyte. अब oocyte is one cell. Every cell has a plasma membrane. तो oocyte का plasma membrane होगा. The plasma membrane is called oolemma. So it is oolemma. What is oolemma? Plasma membrane of oocyte. Oolemma is plasma membrane of oocyte. And what is this structure? Nucleus of the oocyte. This will have cytoplasm also. Cytoplasm is called ooplasm. So this is one follicle I have shown. Very simple, immature follicle. We call it primordial follicle. This will change into primary. Primary बदल जाएगा secondary में, secondary से tertiary. So this is the simplest form of the follicle, that is primordial follicle. I hope you have understood till here. What is a follicle with reference to ovary? Follicle एक oocyte है which is surrounded by granulosa cells. These granulosa cells, they will give nutrition to the oocyte. They are protecting the oocyte. Structural support, nutrition, सब काम granulosa cell कर रहे हैं. Let me know if this is clear, then I'll move forward. Any question if you have, any doubt, anything you want to ask? No doubts. Very good, Akshita. Sure. Medulla, the inner region of the ovary. Medulla is deep to the ovarian cortex. The outer region was cortex, inner is medulla. Medulla में follicles नहीं होते. Right? Then what does medulla consist of? Shall we write here? Follicles are absent in medulla. Cortex और medulla का border कोई clear नहीं होता. The border between cortex and medulla is indistinct. कोई clear cut demarcation नहीं है उनमें. Follicles are absent in medulla. Then what does medulla has? Medulla has blood vessels. When you say blood vessels, it has arteries, it has veins, medulla has lymph vessels, medulla has nerves, but no follicles. Clear? Chal. Next slide chalte hain. I'll again repeat. Medulla is deep to the cortex. Medulla does not have follicles. Medulla has arteries, veins, lymph vessels, blood vessels, right? And these nerves. Let's look at this diagram closely. This is that ligament, and you can see these blood vessels, arteries entering, vein will be leaving. Okay, this deeper region is medulla. इसको दिमाग यहाँ पे लिखें रेड कलर से, medulla. ये अंदर वाला medulla है. Peripheral region में you can see these small cells. They are, this is primary follicle, then you will be having a secondary follicle, then you will be having a mature Graafian follicle. ग्राफिन फॉलिकल के अंदर इनसाइड द ग्राफिन फॉलिकल देयर इज एन oocyte, secondary oocyte. So this secondary oocyte will be released at the time of ovulation. जब ग्राफिन फॉलिकल से oocyte निकल जाता है, then a temporary endocrine gland is formed. That is called corpus luteum. Freshly formed corpus luteum. It's called corpus hemorrhagicum. And corpus luteum को yellow body भी कहते हैं. It is slightly yellowish in color. Corpus luteum secretes estrogen as well as progesterone. Mainly it secretes progesterone. So in every monthly cycle, this is happening. Follicles grow करना शुरू करते हैं, but only one follicle ovulates. Okay. Now, what is this hilum? ये वाला जगह है hilum, यहाँ पे ऐसे. Each ovary contains a hilum. Hilum is point of entrance and exit of blood vessels and nerves. So this ovary is having this hilum. एक और ओवरी होगा, उसका भी हाइलम होगा, वहां से ब्लड वेसल्स, लिम्फ वेसल्स, नर्व्स का एंट्री एग्जिट होगा. This I have already explained. Germinal epithelium of the ovary, that is made up of cuboidal cells. Now look at another diagram. Again, this is a section of ovary. In the cortex region, primordial follicle, primary follicles changing into secondary. Secondary follicle is then changing into the final mature Graafian follicle. Normally you find only one Graafian follicle in the ovary. Many follicles they start developing, but सभी follicle Graafian stage तक नहीं पहुंच पाते. All follicles cannot reach the Graafian stage. That we'll understand in menstrual cycle. And here you have seen oocyte is released, secondary oocyte arrested at metaphase 2 stage. Then the remaining cells of the Graafian follicle have formed corpus luteum. Corpus luteum, it starts degenerating after some days, and then it is called corpus albicans. Corpus luteum is yellow body, corpus albicans is white body, slightly whitish in color. Corpus luteum is yellowish in color. This diagram from the book NCERT, very simple diagram. So NCERT has shown the blood vessels. It has shown this primary follicle. Secondary follicle they have not labeled. उसके बाद सीधा tertiary follicle लिखा है और यहाँ पे ovum दिखाया है जो रिलीज हुआ है. Actual में it is secondary oocyte. Ovum ये fallopian tube में जाके बनेगा when fertilization happens. This should be actually secondary oocyte, right? This is a mature Graafian follicle. Another beautiful diagram from a good book. See these blood vessels entering into the medulla. Then you can see the developmental stages of the follicle. Primordial, primary, secondary, Graafian follicle, rupture हो गया Graafian follicle, oocyte, yellow body, corpus luteum. Then corpus luteum will degenerate, it will form corpus albicans. This image is not clear. This image is not clear or the previous? बताइए कौन सा image clear नहीं है? Someone is writing a message, image not clear. Everyone please let me know. This image is clear? प्रीवियस वाला क्लियर नहीं था. वो इसलिए नहीं था बिकॉज वो एनसीईआरटी से लिया गया ना, तो वो थोड़ा ब्लर सा ही है. एनसीईआरटी की पिक्चर का रेजोल्यूशन इतना अच्छा नहीं है. इफ यू हैव एनसीईआरटी बुक देन यू कैन सी. ये वाला क्लियर है? दिस इज क्लियर? बताइए. ये क्लियर है अक्षिता. वेरी गुड. ओके ओके फाइन. नाउ folliculogenesis. Folliculogenesis means process of formation of follicles. ओवरी में फॉलिकल बनने की प्रक्रिया को folliculogenesis कहते हैं. ठीक है. If I define what is folliculogenesis, it is process of formation of follicles in the ovary. When a female baby is in the uterus of her mother, अभी एक फीमेल बेबी पैदा भी नहीं हुआ, उस फीमेल बेबी की ओवरी में फॉलिकल बनने का प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाता है. उसकी ओवरीज कब बन जाते हैं? ओवरीज ऑफ अ फीमेल बेबी, ovaries of a female baby, they are formed during 11th to 12th week of pregnancy. Pregnancy के 12th week पे, nearly 3 months completed pregnancy, if the baby in the uterus is a female, that baby has developed her ovaries. The ovaries are formed during 11th to 12th week. और फिर उसी समय follicles भी बनने शुरू हो जाते हैं. तो I can say process of folliculogenesis starts intra-embryonic life, मतलब जन्म से पहले ही. It starts before birth, that is in the fetus itself. फीमेल fetus की ओवरीज में ही फॉलिकल बनने का प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाता है. बट फॉलिकल्स ओव्यूलेट नहीं करेंगे, ओवुलेशन नहीं होगा उनमें. ओवुलेशन हैपन्स ड्यूरिंग प्यूबर्टी, सेक्सुअल मैच्योरिटी. व्हेन फीमेल्स अटेन सेक्सुअल मैच्योरिटी, राइट, अराउंड 10 to 12 years of age, when the cycle starts, तब ओवुलेशन होगा. बट बनने का प्रोसेस पहले शुरू हो गया है. Is it clear? Ovaries are formed during 11th to 12th week of pregnancy. So in the ovaries of the baby, this process starts. I'm moving to next slide. Follicle क्या है? I have defined here what is a follicle. मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया. Follicle एक oocyte है जिसके चारों तरफ, which is surrounded by epithelial cells. वही granulosa cells. In the initial stage we call them epithelium, and then gradually their characteristics change and we call them granulosa cells. So if it's written epithelial, it is correct. You can write granulosa also. Folliculus word means छोटा सा बैग, छोटी सी बैग जैसी चीज जिसमें कुछ फ्लूइड भी भरा हो. They are in the cortex region, right? Now, there are various stages of development of the follicle. Primordial, primary, secondary, tertiary, Graafian. I'll explain those stages. So this we can, these are the stages. Stages of follicular development. You have to remember in sequence. सबसे पहला, सबसे छोटा, primordial. Primordial changes into primary. It changes into secondary. It changes into tertiary, and it changes into Graafian follicle. Right? Graafian का spelling ध्यान दीजिएगा. It is Graafian. Graafian follicle. So this Graafian follicle, बेटा, ये जो होता है, it is final mature follicle. Final mature follicle which undergoes ovulation. Final mature follicle which undergoes ovulation. ये फट जाता है, रप्चर होता है, इसमें से oocyte रिलीज होता है. So it is the final mature follicle which undergoes ovulation, Graafian follicle. Can you guess what is the diameter of Graafian follicle? कितना बड़ा होता है? Can you see Graafian follicle with your eye? Relaxin hormone is secreted by ovary or placenta. Placenta also secretes relaxin and ovary also secretes relaxin. Both. You cannot guess the diameter. Okay. The diameter is, it's a very big structure. आप अपनी naked eye से देख सकते हैं. Diameter is 2.4 सेंटीमीटर्स। काफी बड़ी चीज है, ओवरी में एक बल्ज जैसा है और आप आंख से देख सकते हैं उसे। बिल्कुल सही, किसी ने 2.5 कहा है, 2.5 इज ऑल्सो ओके। 2.4 ग्राफिन फॉलिकल, you can see with your naked eye, it's a big structure. Now look at this surgery, can you see what is happening here? It is hysterectomy. Can anyone tell me what is hysterectomy? Which structure is being removed from the body? क्या निकाला जा रहा है बाहर, बताइए। हिस्टेरेक्टमी किस ऑर्गन का सर्जिकल रिमूवल है? जिन्हें इंग्लिश समझ आती है उनके लिए, which particular surgery is being performed here? What is the meaning of hysterectomy? What structure is being removed? Is it removal of ovaries? Is it? Very good. I have got one answer. बाकी भी बताइए। Hysterectomy is the surgical removal of uterus, womb. It is surgical removal of uterus, which is also called womb. So कई बार ऐसा हो जाता है एडवांस एज में जाके यूट्रस में फाइब्रॉइड्स हो जाते हैं, तो सर्जरी करके यूट्रस निकालना पड़ता है। So when there are fibroids in uterus, you have to remove the uterus. That is hysterectomy. Next. Graafian follicle is the final mature follicle. This is going to rupture, ये फट जाएगा, and it is releasing what? Secondary oocyte. This is important. When Graafian follicle ruptures, it releases ovum. No, it is not ovum. It is secondary oocyte, and the process is called ovulation. Then the remaining cells of Graafian follicle will form a yellowish structure called corpus luteum. So in every monthly cycle, corpus luteum will be formed. Previous corpus luteum regress करेगा, corpus albicans बना देगा और नया corpus luteum बनता रहेगा हर cycle में. Corpus luteum is a kind of endocrine gland. It produces progesterone, estrogen, relaxin, and even inhibin. And finally, it degenerates into corpus albicans, which is white body. We'll come to corpus luteum again. Now, you can see a Graafian follicle, a final mature follicle, a big sized follicle, in which you have oocyte, and these round cells are granulosa cells only. They are surrounding it. NCERT mentions about a cavity also, antrum. So antrum is this cavity. This is antrum. This antrum is filled with the fluid that is called follicular fluid. This fluid is follicular fluid. Granulosa cells ne hi secrete kara hai ye fluid. Granulosa cells secrete this fluid, and it is rich in estrogen hormone. This fluid has estrogens. So it's a final mature follicle which undergoes ovulation. Diameter 2.5, 2.4, 2.0 centimeter, मतलब 20 millimeter से ऊपर Graafian follicle हो जाता है, ठीक है? So in some books you will find 2.5, or it can be 2.4, 2.3. So this is the diameter which it can achieve, Graafian follicle. Now the question is, what is ovulation? In simple language, we say ovulation is release of egg from the ovary. Specifically, अगर कहना है, secondary oocyte from the ovary. You can see that oocyte has entered into the fallopian tube. These are the fallopian tube के cilia हैं जो egg को आगे आगे पहुंचा रहे हैं. Okay. So, ovulation is process of release of oocyte, specifically secondary oocyte. Why we are calling it secondary oocyte? क्योंकि इसका meiosis complete नहीं हुआ है. It has yet not completed its meiosis. Meiosis is arrested at metaphase 2 stage. So we have to remember, secondary oocyte में meiosis is arrested at which stage? Metaphase 2 stage. Meiosis is arrested at metaphase 2 stage. कब complete होगा meiosis? When secondary oocyte enter fallopian tube. Fallopian tube में sperm fertilize करेगा उसे. During fertilization, meiosis will be completed and then ovum will be formed, which will change into zygote. Now, if a female is having a cycle of 28 days, उसका ovulation कब होगा? Ovulation occurs on 14th day, day 14 of the cycle. So let's see, suppose this is day 1 of cycle, this is day 28, ये रहा day 14. So if the cycle is of 28 days, ovulation day 14 पे है, ठीक है? Now I'm going to ask you a question. अगर किसी फीमेल का साइकिल 35 डेज का है तो उसका डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन क्या होगा? फॉर दोज हु अंडरस्टैंड एक्सक्लूसिव इंग्लिश, इफ द साइकिल ऑफ अ फीमेल इज ऑफ 35 डेज, व्हाट विल बी हर डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन? टेल मी क्विकली. इफ द साइकिल इज ऑफ 35 days, every female doesn't have a 28-day cycle. Some females can have 20-day cycle, some can have 40-day cycle, some can have 45-day cycle. So I have received answer as 17 from Sonal, Gaurav, Aditya, few other IDs also. They are saying 17, 18. Totally wrong. No. 35. आप पता क्या कर रहे हो? What you are doing? आप 28 का हाफ 14 है तो आप 35 का हाफ 17 निकाल रहे हो. No, the answer is wrong. Someone is saying day 14. No, the answer is wrong. Now let me tell you simple formula to calculate day of ovulation. ध्यान रखिएगा, हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों भाषाओं में बोल रहा हूं. Ovulation occurs 14 days before the onset of next menses. Next period या next menses जब होना है उसमें से 14 दिन माइनस कीजिए, 14 माइनस कीजिए. तो इफ द साइकिल इज ऑफ 28 डेज तो 28 में से 14 माइनस करेंगे, वी गेट 14. इफ द साइकिल इज ऑफ 35 डेज, देन दिस फीमेल द डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन विल बी 35 minus 14, that is day 21. If her cycle is of 40 days, her day of ovulation will be day 26. Did you understand? Ovulation को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए आधा नहीं कर देना. 28 का हाफ 14, 35 का हाफ 17, 40 का हाफ 20. नो. नेक्स्ट पीरियड्स जब होने हैं, नेक्स्ट डेट जब होनी है फीमेल को, उससे 14 डेज माइनस कर लीजिए, या टोटल साइकिल का जो लेंथ है उसमें से 14 माइनस कीजिए. सो फ्रॉम द टोटल ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द साइकिल सब्सट्रैक्ट 14, यू विल गेट द डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन. अब यहां पे 28 है, एंड व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट 14 फ्रॉम 28 यू गेट 14 ओनली बाय डिफॉल्ट. तो इसलिए हम कह देते हैं ओवुलेशन अकर्स इन द मिड ऑफ द साइकिल, बट नॉट फॉर एवरी फीमेल. ये डिपेंड करेगा उसका साइकिल कितने दिन का है. इफ हर साइकिल इज ऑफ 45 डेज, इट डजंट अकर ऑन डे 22. नो, आपको 45 में से 14 माइनस करना होगा. इफ हर साइकिल इज ऑफ 40 डेज, so from 40 you have to subtract 14, you get 26. Let me know if this point is clear to you. Chat box में बताइए पहले, then I'll move forward. Just write clear. Clear है? ठीक है? So फीमेल का साइकिल का लेंथ के हिसाब से उसका डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन होगा. वेरी गुड. पहली बार पता चली ये बात? ठीक है. आई होप यू आर एंजॉइंग द सेशन. बताइए, सब समझ आ रहा है? सब यू आर एंजॉइंग द सेशन? गुड. वंस अगेन आई सेड टोटल ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द साइकिल में से 14 माइनस करना है, दैट विल बी हर डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन. जिसका जितने भी दिन का साइकिल है, वट एवर इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ हर साइकिल, उसमें से 14 माइनस कीजिए, देन यू गेट द डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन. यू हैव टू सब्सट्रैक्ट 14. See, ovulation happening. Graafian follicle is rupturing, and when Graafian follicle ruptures, oocyte is released. It enters into fallopian tube. ये देखिए फटा, रप्चर हुआ, वो रहा oocyte. fimbriae of fallopian tube trying to capture it. Secondary oocyte enters into fallopian tube. Sometimes it may not enter fallopian tube. जरूरी नहीं है हर बार एंटर करे. ठीक है. Sometimes it is lost in the body cavity. Phagocytes खा जाएंगे इसे. The survival time of secondary oocyte is just 24 hours. 24 घंटे जिंदा रहते हैं. Now, ovulation calculate करने का सिंपल तरीका. Ovulation occurs 14 days before the onset of next menses. So if the menstrual cycle is of 35 days, day of ovulation will be 35 minus 14, that is day 21. Concept clear? Now, this graph shows the level of hormones during the cycle. You have to remember LH, very important pituitary hormone. FSH, follicle stimulating, another important pituitary hormone. So these two hormones are regulating growth of follicles and ovulation. Levels of these hormones fluctuate करते हैं पूरे cycle में. One day before ovulation, their level rises. We call it LH surge. ठीक है? I'll write here. Pituitary hormones that is LH and FSH. LH is luteinizing hormone, FSH is follicle stimulating hormone. How do we calculate female day cycle? Why do we need to calculate that day cycle? She herself knows it. हर female को अपना cycle का duration पता है ना? What's your name? Who's asking this question? Someone from Telangana. Please let me your name. Someone from Telangana has sent this message. How we calculate female day cycle? Why do you need to calculate female cycle? The female herself knows her cycle. She knows my cycle is of 30 days. She knows my cycle is of 35 days. Is it clear? Please be a little bit quick in replying to the messages. Be a little bit fast in typing. You're taking 20 minutes to reply to one question. Pituitary hormones, that is the LH and FSH, regulate growth of follicles. These two hormones, they regulate growth of follicles. I have yet not got your answer. Someone from Telangana has written this message. How we calculate female day cycle? I am requesting you with folded hands. Please write your name. Please write your name. Please write your name. Pituitary hormones, that is LH and FSH, regulate growth of follicles. So they are secreted from anterior pituitary. This is important. LH is ovulation causing, or you can say ovulation inducing hormone. LH ovulation कराता है. LH का लेवल बढ़ेगा तो ovulation होगा. No reply. LH is ovulation causing hormone. LH level increases, Graafian follicle ruptures, and when Graafian follicle ruptures, ovulation happens. ठीक है? तो ovulation से एक दिन पहले, one day prior to ovulation, there is sharp increase in level of LH. ओवुलेशन से एक दिन पहले, अब हिंदी में भी बोल रहा हूं, ओवुलेशन से एक दिन पहले LH का लेवल शार्पली बढ़ जाता है. One day prior to ovulation there is sharp increase in level of LH. I have written that also in English. और इसी बात को LH surge कहते हैं. This is called LH surge. So they have shown this LH surge, sharp increase in the level of LH. इसी के कारण ग्राफिन फॉलिकल फटेगा. FSH का लेवल भी बढ़ता है बट उतना ज्यादा नहीं. So this LH surge is going to rupture the wall of the follicle. Clear? ठीक है. Any question till here? Any curiosity in your mind? Anything you want to ask? Please let me know. Okay, Akshita says no sir. Clear है. ठीक है. चलो, good. Again, enlarged view. Follicle developing, mature follicle, graphene follicle. LH and FSH level rise. Graphene follicle ruptures. Oocyte released. Corpus luteum formed. Early corpus luteum, regressing corpus luteum. So this is with respect to a 28-day cycle we have shown. Okay? So LH, FSH, they are regulating this process. LH is luteinizing hormone, FSH is follicle stimulating hormone, and they are secreted by anterior pituitary gland attached to your brain. There's a question, if the oocyte is not catched by fimbriae, then see beta, menses will definitely occur. Occurring of menses has nothing to do with the oocyte. चाहे oocyte capture हुआ है or if the oocyte is not captured, the uterine lining is not bothered about that. So menstrual blood loss is from the uterus. So that will definitely happen, right? Even if fallopian tube do not capture oocyte, so what? Oocyte will be destroyed by phagocytes in the body cavity. Dead हो जाएगा, मर जाएगा, phagocytes will eat it. But menstrual cycle will happen. Is this point clear? Menstrual cycle होगा, oocyte चाहे capture हो चाहे ना हो, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Now this is that hormonal regulation of folliculogenesis. All the hormones have been shown here, starting from hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, which is a part of your forebrain, diencephalon. So this hypothalamus is producing GnRH. Hypothalamus produce GnRH. The full form is gonadotropin releasing hormone. This gonadotropin releasing hormone ये anterior pituitary तक आता है और इसके response में, in response to GnRH, anterior pituitary produces LH and FSH. And then LH, FSH blood में release होते हैं. They are released into blood and they act on ovaries, LH and FSH. And ovaries produce their own hormones, estrogen, progesterone, inhibin, relaxin. So this is how the entire thing is regulated in the body. Let's see this in a very simple way. Hypothalamus is producing gonadotropin releasing hormone as well as gonadotropin release inhibiting hormone, GnRIH also. These are acting on anterior pituitary. There is anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary also. These are acting on anterior pituitary. In response to these, इसके response में anterior pituitary क्या बनाती है? It is producing LH and FSH, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Anterior pituitary is producing, and these hormones are released into blood. Blood के through they are circulating in the body. जहां उनके रिसेप्टर्स होंगे, the hormone will act there. So LH and FSH are going to act on ovary. There are different cells of ovary for these FSH and LH. LH acts on theca interna cells. FSH is going to act on granulosa cells. So in response to this, the ovary will produce its own hormones: estrogen, progesterone, relaxin. So if you want to draw this flow chart, you can draw. It is written here also. FSH stimulates the ovaries. LH is stimulating ovulation. So LH is ovulation causing hormone. Once you draw this, once you have made this, let me know. जब आप ये बना लें तो मुझे बताइएगा, फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. ओके, दो जगह से मैसेज आया. 2 people have said done sir, done sir. Other people please let me know. बाकी लोग बताइए. Done, good. Done. Okay. Let's move. Full form for GnRH, if someone wants to know. GnRH is gonadotropin releasing hormone. GnRH is gonadotropin releasing hormone. Someone is writing, why sometimes period come and does not stop, it happens up to 1 month. If a female is experiencing this thing that continuously she is having menstrual bleeding, she need to consult a gynecologist. Some kind of problem is there in the body. कोई hormonal disturbance है, या कोई और pathological thing है. It is not a normal routine behavior that for 1 month she is bleeding. Is that your question? Your question was, why sometime period come and does not stop? मतलब the menstrual blood loss has started and it is not stopping for 1 month. That is something really dangerous. No, then the person must consult a doctor, must consult a gynecologist. Something is wrong in the body. ठीक है? A gynecological examination is required. Okay. So I was telling you about ovulation. Can a female predict कि उसका ओवुलेशन कब होना है? क्या एक फीमेल खुद जान सकती है कि कौन सा डे होगा ओवुलेशन का? इसका एक तरीका तो थ्योरेटिकल हमने देखा, टोटल साइकिल डेज में से 14 माइनस करना है, राइट? बट दैट्स नॉट अ वेरी एक्यूरेट वे. वो प्लस माइनस 2 days हो सकता है. सपोज दिस इज डे 1 ऑफ द साइकिल, दिस इज डे 28, this is day 14. It can be plus minus 2 days. Ovulation can happen on day 13 also in this female. In some cases it can happen on day 12. It can happen on day 15. It can happen on day 16. Plus minus 2 days रहता है. इतना strict mathematics नहीं चलेगा इसमें. It is body physiology. Plus minus 2 days. Even in a female in which the cycle is very regular, she is having 28-day cycle, but still it is plus minus 2 days. Now that means these are the days from day 12 to day 16 when she is fertile. So we say that this is the fertile period, fertile duration from day 12 to day 16. And if a couple is practicing a method of contraception, periodic abstinence, reproductive health chapter में है, calendar method, then they should not indulge in sexual intercourse during these days. These days are having high chances of pregnancy. One more thing, even if sexual intercourse has happened on day 11 or day 10, then also the chances of pregnancy are there, because sperm, when they are deposited into vagina and uterus, they can survive for 72 hours. स्पर्म का सर्वाइवल टाइम भी देखना पड़ेगा हमें. तो सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स डे 10 पे हुआ है, डे 11 पे हुआ है, स्पर्म मे बी देयर इन हर बॉडी, एंड इफ ऑन डे 12 ओवुलेशन हैपन्स, प्रेगनेंसी हो जाएगा. सो दैट मीन्स day 10 to day 17, these are crucial. Pregnancy can happen. बात समझ आया आपको? एनसीईआरटी में भी ये लिखा है day 10 to day 17, if you have read NCERT book. So these are the most important days. उस समय प्रेगनेंसी हो सकती है. तो इसीलिए if they are following periodic abstinence, calendar method of contraception, the rhythm method of contraception, they should not indulge in sexual intercourse during these days. I hope this point is clear to everyone. Now, so this is one way of predicting ovulation. Are there other ways also? Yes, there are other ways also. एक तो calendar method we have understood. There is basal body temperature method, cervical mucus, ovulation predicting kits. Let me tell you about basal body temperature. What does this method says? ओवुलेशन के दिनों के आसपास फीमेल का बॉडी टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाता है. Now let me translate it in English. Around the days of ovulation, the body temperature of the female slightly increases. But how she has to measure it? There is one way. Regularly she has to check her body temperature starting from day 1 of the cycle. Menses के पहले दिन से ही from day 1 थर्मामीटर मुंह में लगा के, जैसे ही सुबह सो के उठेंगे, नींद खुलेगी, थर्मामीटर लगा के टेम्परेचर देखिए. डे 2 पे, डे 3 पे, डे 4, डे 5 एंड सो ऑन. रेगुलरली यू हैव टू नोट योर बॉडी टेम्परेचर. जैसे जैसे ओवुलेशन का दिन पास आएगा, एज द डे ऑफ ओवुलेशन इज अप्रोचिंग, शी विल फाइंड बॉडी टेम्परेचर हल्का सा बढ़ रहा है. खुद को भी महसूस हो जाता है गर्मी. ठीक है जी. तो इसका मतलब है ओवुलेशन होने वाला है. बट शरीर का टेम्परेचर, बॉडी टेम्परेचर कैन इंक्रीज बिकॉज ऑफ सम इन्फेक्शन ऑल्सो. खांसी, जुकाम, स्नीजिंग कुछ है, देन ऑल्सो द बॉडी टेम्परेचर कैन इंक्रीज. इट मीन्स इट इज नॉट अ वेरी एक्यूरेट मेथड ऑफ चेकिंग ओवुलेशन. ये कोई बहुत ज़्यादा सही तरीका नहीं है. ठीक है, हल्का फुल्का इन्फेक्शन होने पे भी तो बुखार हो जाता है, फीवर हो जाता है, हल्का टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाता है. नाउ अनदर इज सर्वाइकल म्यूकस मेथड. फीमेल में जो सर्विक्स है, the lower narrow neck-like region of uterus, that cervix is producing mucus throughout the cycle. So the thickness of the mucus varies. Ovulation से पहले mucus is very thick. Mucus does not allow the entry of outside bacteria or anything. Ovulation के दिनों के आसपास, around the days of ovulation, mucus becomes very thin so that sperms can enter. So if she can check the cervical mucus regularly, then also she will come to know. Mucus अगर पतला हो गया, thin हो गया है mucus, ovulation होने वाला है. Are these 3 points clear? Let me know. पहले जवाब दीजिए. Just write down clear. अक्षिता, clear? Good. So body temperature, cervical mucus, calendar, 3 methods I have explained. इसके अलावा मार्केट में ओवुलेशन प्रेडिक्टिंग किट्स आर अवेलेबल, OPKs. सिंपली एक तो प्रेगनेंसी डिटेक्शन किट होती है, दैट इज डिफरेंट, प्रेगा न्यूज या ऑल दैट. दिस इज कॉल्ड OPK, ओवुलेशन प्रेडिक्टिंग किट. तो फीमेल को अराउंड द डेज ऑफ ओवुलेशन, साइकिल का ड्यूरेशन देख के अराउंड डे 12, 13, 14, शी हैज टू चेक हर यूरिन. सुबह मॉर्निंग में उठे, ये टेस्ट होता है, इसके ऊपर सिंपली यूरिन के कुछ ड्रॉप्स डाले एंड द कलर चेंजेस, सो इट टेल्स ओवुलेशन हो रहा है या नहीं. तो ये कैसे पता चल जाता है? LH हार्मोन, यूरिन में LH आ जाता है. हमने पढ़ा है दैट 1 day prior to ovulation LH increases in blood. तो ब्लड में LH increases, it comes in urine also. If you check the urine for LH, luteinizing hormone, and if the test is positive, it means LH surge हो चुका है, ovulation होने वाला है. तो this test we advise to those people who are planning to have kids. जो बेबी चाह रहे हैं तो हम उन्हें बताते हैं आप ऐसे चेक कर लीजिएगा, जब ओवुलेशन का दिन होगा उन दिनों में सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स होगा, देन द चांसेस ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी आर मैक्सिमम. ठीक है, is it clear? This OPK, ovulation predicting kit, let me know in the chat box. Clear? Akshita says clear hai. Akshita, you are from which place? Let me know your home state or hometown. हिमाचल। अच्छा अक्षिता, फिर तुम तो हिंदी समझती हो अच्छे से। एक बार सभी लोग अपना मुझे स्टेट लिख के भेज सकते हैं। लाइक अक्षिता इज फ्रॉम हिमाचल, तो अक्षिता आप तो हिंदी समझते हैं अच्छे से, गुड। अदर पीपल, वन मोर पर्सन फ्रॉम हिमाचल, गुड। अदर पीपल ऑल्सो, वन मोर फ्रॉम हिमाचल, 4 पीपल फ्रॉम हिमाचल। और वन वॉज फ्रॉम तेलंगाना, ठीक है। झारखंड से भी है कोई, तो झारखंड वाले भी हिंदी समझते हैं अच्छे से। इंग्लिश वाले कौन से थे जिन्हें सिर्फ इंग्लिश आती है? हिमाचल के किन्नौर से भी हैं, वेरी गुड। मणिपुर से, हाँ। सो फॉर मणिपुर पीपल हिंदी माइट बी अ प्रॉब्लम, सो आई थिंक आई हैव एक्सप्लेन मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द थिंग्स इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो। आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुई होगी, यू वुड हैव अंडरस्टूड इन इंग्लिश। अदर पीपल, okay, one more person from Manipur. ठीक है। You people can find my videos on YouTube also. There are hundreds of thousands of my videos on all the topics on YouTube. You can simply search for my videos by typing my name in YouTube. My name is written here also, Dr. Sachin Kapoor. Kapur. I don't know, you people know me or not? Anyone who already knows me? Anyone who has seen my videos on YouTube? We have people from Madhya Pradesh also. We have people from Karnataka also. Northeast Manipur. Very good. Okay. So for any of the biology topics, you can simply type my name in YouTube and you'll get hundreds of videos. Now, any question you have in your mind, anything you want to ask, कुछ भी पूछना है, please पूछिए। सोनल, कोई डाउट है, कोई क्वेश्चन है? ये वाली चीज हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में करना चाहेंगे। oogenesis क्या है? Folliculogenesis I have explained. Okay. Ratan Jyoti, that's your name. Okay. आप लोग कैमरास ऑन नहीं रखते हैं अपने? किसी भी क्लास में आप कैमरा ऑन नहीं करते? कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है? ठीक है, नो डाउट। अच्छा, कैमरा ऑन नहीं रखते हैं हम, ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम, नो डाउट। ओके, सो देन विल स्टॉप हियर ओनली फॉर टुडे। दिस इज अ वेरी टेक्निकल टॉपिक, oogenesis। नेक्स्ट क्लास में oogenesis आपको समझाऊंगा, ठीक है। सो आई होप यू हैव enjoyed the session और आपको काफ़ी नई बातें पता चली। You have learned certain new things also. So, great. You're most welcome. I wish you all the best for a very bright and prosperous future. Bye bye. God bless you all. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone. You must revise these notes, whatever you have noted down. So, I suggest you just go through it quickly. If any doubt comes into your mind, next class में आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं, ठीक है? Bye bye. So in the next class, I'll be discussing this oogenesis, how the oogonia are converted into primary oocytes, secondary oocytes, and how finally they are released. Why the meiosis is getting arrested, first at the prophase 1 and then at the metaphase 2. So all these things will be discussed in the next class. There are reasons why one oogonia is forming one ovum only. थैंक यू जी। अक्षिता कह रही है कि हमें पसंद आया जिस तरीके से आप बात करते हो। मैं डांट भी देता हूँ बीच बीच में, गुस्सा भी आ जाता है। सो दैट आई थिंक दैट्स ह्यूमन नेचर, हो जाता है। सो वन oogonia is forming one ovum and there are 2 to 3 polar bodies. So I'll explain in the next class what are polar bodies. Chalo, bye bye. It was a good experience talking to you people. See you. Bye.